In the hit Netflix series Squid Game, the central plot revolves around a high-stakes competition where desperate contestants risk their lives for a massive cash prize. The amount on the line? 45.6 billion won. But if you're watching from outside South Korea, you're probably wondering, how much is 45.6 billion won in US dollars? To understand the prize money in Squid Game, we first need to understand the value of the South Korean won in comparison to the US dollar. The exchange rate fluctuates over time, but as of recent rates, one South Korean won is roughly equivalent to 0.00075 US dollars. So, to convert 45.6 billion won into dollars, you multiply the amount by the current exchange rate. Doing the math, 45.6 billion won is about 34 million US dollars. To put that into perspective, that's the equivalent of winning a small fortune in a high-stakes game. In terms of purchasing power, $34 million could change anyone's life, which is exactly why the characters in Squid Game are willing to risk everything to win. The prize represents an opportunity to escape debt, provide for families, and live a life of luxury if they survive the brutal challenges. Now, if we look at how much 45.6 billion won means in terms of real-world figures, it's clear that it's a significant sum of money. For example, with $34 million, someone could buy a luxurious home in a major city like New York or Los Angeles, or even invest in a business venture. In some cases, that kind of money could set a person up for life, which is why so many contestants in the show are willing to risk it all for a chance at the prize. In Squid Game, the life or death stakes come into play as the contestants face deadly games. The money they're competing for is the driving force behind their actions, but there's also a deeper psychological aspect to the competition. As the games progress, we see how the temptation of the money erodes the contestants' morals and relationships, creating intense drama and conflict. The money becomes more than just a prize. It becomes a symbol of hope, desperation, and even corruption. The show also takes a critical look at the societal pressures that lead people to desperate measures. Many of the contestants are financially ruined, burdened by insurmountable debt, or struggling with poverty. The allure of winning such a massive sum of money is almost impossible to resist, especially when they have nothing left to lose. This creates a morally complex situation for the characters and adds an extra layer of tension to the show. Interestingly, Squid Game isn't the only film or show to feature large sums of prize money. Similar themes of gambling, risk, and desperation for wealth have been explored in other media, but the sheer size of the 45.6 billion won prize in Squid Game has captured the imagination of audiences worldwide. The idea of winning life-changing amounts of money, especially in a competitive and deadly environment, adds a unique thrill to the story. Now, it's worth noting that while the amount of 45.6 billion won in Squid Game is a staggering sum, it's not entirely unrealistic. In South Korea, the average salary is much lower than in the US, so the prize represents a truly life-altering amount for many of the players. In fact, for some of the contestants, winning that money would mean paying off their debts, taking care of their families, and finally finding financial freedom. The use of such a large prize is central to the show's tension and drama. It drives the characters to make morally questionable decisions, creates intense rivalries, and leads to shocking moments as the stakes get higher and higher. The fact that 45.6 billion won is equivalent to 34 million US dollars highlights just how serious and dangerous the competition is. In conclusion, the 45.6 billion won prize in Squid Game translates to about 34 million US dollars, making it a truly life-changing amount of money. This huge prize is central to the series' plot, driving the characters to make life-or-death choices in pursuit of their fortunes. Whether you're watching for the drama, the twists, or the intense stakes, the prize money in Squid Game is a key element in understanding why the contestants risk everything for the chance to win.